Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I created this dark vampire vibes look. Also, thank you guys so much for entering my giveaway that I had on my Instagram recently. And I will be doing another giveaway shortly, so be sure to follow me on Instagram. So if you want to learn how to create this dark, vampy, grungy, super glam makeup look, then keep on watching. First things first, we are going to prime our eyelids. Now we are going to set our eyelids using the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Alright, so first shade in the eye, we are going to pop Raw Sienna right here into our crease for our first transition shade. Next shade that we're going to pop into our crease is this shade right here, which is called Red Ochre. Now this color is a darker color, so we want to add as much pigment on the brush as possible, then slowly build up on that pigment. And I'm just popping this right into where we added that first transition shade. And we are slowly going to build up on that gradient. Add a little bit more on the brush. Now using a smaller blending brush, I'm going to dip into this black shade from the Morphe 35W palette. Now the trick to smoking out your lower lash line is to use a smaller blending brush, putting as little pigment as possible. First blending the black into these colors, and then after that is all blended, then we can go ahead and place that black shade onto our lids. But first we need to blend these colors together. So with a little bit of pigment on the brush, I'm going to first blend out this shade right here. You need to be really patient with blending black because it can be a little bit difficult. Now I'm slowly adding more and more pigment, but not before I blend those colors together. So last thing you want are spotty black eyelids. Now I'm going to pack that black on to my eyelid. So my eye turned out a little bit more red than I wanted it to be, so I'm going to use this shade right here from the Morphe 35W palette. And this shade is more of a brownish purplish color. And I'm just going to apply this shade right where I added that red ochre from the beginning and just make it a little bit more purple. Now I'm going to create a wing liner using the Pat McGrath Labs silver pigment and also the Maron mixing liquid. I'm going to mix these two together and make a liquid silver pigment. Now some of you may be wondering how I do this. So what you do is you basically scrape off a little bit of the pigment like that. Now when I do it, I place the pigment on the back of my hand. It can get a little messy since it is a pigment and it just crumbles. I then take the Maron mixing liquid, put a little bit of the liquid on top of the silver, and mix that together. I'm using the MAC 208 brush to do my liner. Now I'm going to connect to the lid. Eyes are done, now let's go ahead and move on to the face. As always, I'm going to use a Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation in the shade Y425. Now time to highlight the face. As always, I'll be using the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Medium Honey. I do have a more round face, so I don't like to put my concealer too far out of my face. I just like to keep it in a small triangle.
From beneath the sand, please don't take me 'cause seems so far away.
Now I'm going to set the rest of my face with some foundation powder. I'm going to use a Laura Mercier Smooth Finishing Powder in the shade 15. Now I'm just going to apply this where I did not highlight, because I am going to put translucent powder in those areas. But for now, I just want to set the parts where I added that foundation. Now with some Laura Mercier translucent powder, I'm going to set the parts where I highlighted my face. This step ensures your makeup to not crease, so make sure you get your under eyes. While my under eyes are baking, I'm now going to bronze my face using the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer. All done with the bronzer. Now, while my under eyes are still baking, I want to go ahead and smoke my lower lash line. And for that, I'm going to use the same black shade from the Morphe 35W palette. So instead of using the black first, I'm going to use that purple shade that we added later. So now that we have that purple shade on the lower lash line, I now am going to add black on my lower lash line, but only keep it on the outer corner of my lower lash. Now that we're done with the eyes, let's go ahead and dust off that extra translucent powder off of our face. For mascara, I'm going to use a Tarte Gifted. For lashes, I'm going to use the Lily Lashes in the style Caviar. So to get this color, what I did was I mixed this top shade right here, which is number 5, and then I also mixed this shade right here, which is number 13, and a little bit of black, which is primary number 2. Now time for that glow. I'm going to use the Becca Cosmetics in the shade Opal. Last but not least, let's go ahead and set our face. I'll be using the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.